Welcome back to Verify Giant, your go-to source for helping you explore unique accommodations. Today, we're diving into Bed Breakfast Region Murtensee. Let me start with the trust score. I'm giving Bed Breakfast Region Murtensee a trust score of 16 out of 100. Why so low? It's a combination of factors, predominantly the absence of customer reviews. You'd think a quaint bed and breakfast near the scenic lake would have plenty to say, but alas, the silence is deafening. Without verification from previous guests, you're essentially placing a gamble on your stay. This budget option in Münchenwiler boasts basic amenities like a garden, terrace, and private parking. It's marketed for couples and solo travelers looking for a simple getaway. Sure, the scenic views of Lake Murten and the Alps create an idyllic backdrop for a romantic weekend, but the lack of verified guest experiences raises red flags. When examining the product quality, I found it barely passes muster, about 50 out of 100. The rooms might be clean, but we simply don't know. The absence of reviews suggests a potential risk in terms of cleanliness and overall service quality. Pricing is another wobbly factor with a fairness score of 54. You may think you're scoring a deal, but without enough reviews, how do we measure value? It's risky, akin to racing without a seatbelt. And talking about reliability? A generous 45 out of 100. Customers could find themselves in a lovely locale with a potentially unlovely stay. Grimacing face emoji. The picturesque location might mask mediocre amenities. The Bed Breakfast Region Murtensee could suit those in dire need of an inexpensive bed for the night, but their service offerings don't scream luxury or even comfort. It can be risky, especially if you're looking for an experience. When considering the niche of bed and breakfasts in general, they typically score low on transparency due to inconsistent experiences. I'd rate the niche trust score around 35 out of 100. If you're after a reliable experience, you might want to consider alternatives like luxury hotels or vacation rentals in the area. They'll generally provide more consistent service and experiences. So, to recap, I recommend steering clear of Bed Breakfast Region Murtensee unless you have a keen sense of adventure and a penchant for risk. I'm giving it a no. Stay safe, and remember, you want your vacation to be a delightful retreat, not a wild gamble. Stock footage search terms.
Be sure to use our scam detector service. Simply go to verifygiant.com, search a company, website, or hotel. I'm searching this hotel as you guys can see, and then I click verify now. It scans the internet and tells you if it's worth it or a scam. Link in description.